Hello everyone, this is Brenda Leguisamo of Related ISG International Realty, here with Jason Landa of the Residences at W Fort Lauderdale to share with you the latest and greatest about this gorgeous, newly renovated property. I'm going to start off with a couple of questions with Jason, which will share with us a lot of insight about the property, and then also we'll give you a tour so that you can see yourself firsthand what has been renovated here on the property and what to expect when you come and visit. Jason, welcome.
Brenda, thank you so much for having me. So let me tell you a little bit about the W Residences here. We have such an amazing brand. First of all, managed by Starwood, owned by Related, and redesigned here by Meyer Davis. The power of those four brands here behind the property are really what has been making this a major success so far. W is a globally recognized brand. They are one of the fastest growing in the Starwood portfolio. People love living here, people love staying here, and it's really because they hit on every different angle what someone's looking for. They appeal to families, the more trendier crowd, younger, hipper crowd, even older people now are starting to gravitate towards W. They're a little bit, I guess, sick of the ritzy feel. The pool scene here is a little bit different, as you know. Another great thing is that we have Starwood managing it. What better than Starwood? W prides themselves on service. I don't know if you know what their motto is by chance.
No, I don't.
It actually stands for whatever, whenever. So for those of you who do not know that, W will do anything, anytime. That's the great thing about them, from room service to bringing dry cleaning to your unit, setting up reservations at local restaurants. They have the ins and outs here in Fort Lauderdale Beach, to say the least.
And when you say that you're able to get service whenever and whatever, can you help me understand, is that for residences, people who purchase a residence, and or people who stay at the residence when the owners are not here? Because I understand there's that opportunity as well, right?
Yes, correct. So the great thing is here is that, like I said, they pride themselves on service, so they will do all of those things for you. They have what's called a W Insider, as well as concierge services. They will have drinks waiting for you off menu at restaurants. They will have even dishes there. Everything, the whole 9 yards. They will go do things above and beyond that you wouldn't believe. They're very catering here. That's what people love about this lifestyle. It's a real resort-like lifestyle, I like to say. And the property here has 2 pools. You've got a beautiful gym, spa, with all the services you can imagine, from hair to nails, massages. And the best part about all of this is that unit owners actually get discounts on everything here on the premises, anywhere ranging from 10 to about 25% off. Great thing is room rates for friends and family of 25% off if they'd like to have them stay here. And it really translates to every Starwood, now Marriott property because of the merger, around the world. So what does that include? The Ritz-Carlton is in that portfolio, as well as JW Marriott Marquis, Edition Hotels. And in the Starwood side, you've got St. Regis, W, Le Méridien, and very high-end brands as well, which is really nice. I like to say you're becoming almost a member of the Starwood family.
Can you tell me a little bit about the renovations that have been done, and also by when they will be completed?
We started the renovations not too long ago. It was this summer. Why? We were so busy as a hotel, we had no other time to start it. We're always pretty fully booked in the winter. As you could tell, we get a lot of snowbirds here. The people who did this renovation were actually sitting behind us here. This is a unit. This couch comes with the unit. It has a pull-out bed, which is great, as well as the televisions on the wall, from the new flooring to the carpet, all redesigned by world-renowned designer Meyer Davis. When I say world-renowned, they have done all of John Varvatos, Oscar de la Renta's fashion studios around the world. Some notable properties, though, here in the U.S. that you'd probably know are the Ritz-Carlton in Washington, D.C., another W in Chicago on Lakeshore Drive. They did the One Hotel and Home South Beach, former Gansevoort, which is right next to the W South Beach, believe it or not. Beautiful hotel. And they have also done a Four Seasons as well in Atlanta. They're known for their work. I was told if you were to hire them for your individual home, they would probably charge you a design fee of about $150,000. The amount of money they poured into this hotel really shows. The $30 million renovation that Related proposed for this hotel overnight went to 60, which is where we're at now. I want to say we're about 3/4 of the way there, near completion. We should be completed this April. After that, they will repaint the entire hotel from the outside in the summertime once the whole renovation is complete. What does that include? The condo lobby, the porte-cochere, the hotel lobby, which they're going to be adding another restaurant. We do have Steak 954 now, which is a part of Steven Star Group. They're going to be adding a restaurant there. I can't disclose. It will also be overlooking the ocean. Unit owners, of course, will receive a discount there, which is really nice. We just added another dining option, a sushi bar on our 4th floor, along with a completely new redesigned bar. They call it the living room. That's the W's signature bar. They also reconfigured every square inch of this hotel, even the stuff you don't see from the carpets here on the hallway. They redesigned every single unit as well as hotel suite. Everything was completely revamped here. Property is just spectacular. Everybody here is amazed, especially when they see the pool area. They want to bring back pool Sundays, and it's really the scene now. We're starting to see an influx of people come here for happy hour. We're getting notable DJs, fashion shows. Just had one with Rachel Zoe. A lot of teams stayed here for the NHL draft, NFL players. This is a very exciting, happening hotel. This is part of the reason why people really want to be here.
Also, it's my understanding that every residence has spectacular views. Can you tell me a little bit about the view?
Every single unit has very expansive views. I like to say you get the best of both worlds. Here, all of our units face north and south. So we have units starting from the 900s with ocean and intercoastal views. We capture a lot of the ocean here on Fort Lauderdale Beach, the intercoastal, which some of the most amazing yachts go by. This is actually the yachting capital of the world. The boats that go by here are over the top. We are purposely building new boat slips here in Fort Lauderdale Beach because it was such a necessity. It's going to be able to accommodate 350-foot yachts, some of the largest in all of South Florida. The port here also accommodates one of the largest ships, something that you can see here from most units. I'd say almost every unit. Another great thing is, not too far from here, 15 minutes, is the airport, which is the largest, fastest growing airport right now in the entire country, with a $2.3 billion expansion. And just to add to the view is the sunsets over Las Olas and the downtown area, which are absolutely beautiful. I like to say when you're here at night, you don't miss a thing. The vibrant lights from all of the buildings and the boats reflecting off the water really make this city come to life. Our smallest 2-bedroom unit here, starting in the 900s, would be just a little under 1,300 square feet. These are no hotel rooms by any means. I know there's a misconception. Our 1-bedrooms on average are anywhere from 804 to 825 square feet. So we have some really nice size units. We have owner's closets if people want to lock things up and rent them out. We just put all brand new Samsung televisions on the wall. We changed out the flooring. We changed out the carpeting. There's brand new W signature beds in each room. So it's really, really nice what we did here. All the upgrades, even the blender, the toaster, everything you see in the kitchen, what you see is what you get in this place. Most people coming here, for a second home, they just want something easy that they can move into. This is that place. We make it very easy for them, seamless really. And we say just bring your clothes and move on in.
And you also mentioned the information about the airport being renovated in Fort Lauderdale. And my understanding is there's also a lot of renovations happening in Fort Lauderdale. Can you share with us about that? Because it's incredible how much is really being invested here in Fort Lauderdale.
I want to say incredible is actually an understatement. When you say incredible, it's so hard to describe what's happening here because you really have to come here and see it for yourself. I think all the cranes, as you could see around us, and the construction really speak for ourselves. Just here alone on Fort Lauderdale Beach, we have $1.5 billion in new development. That's just surrounding, probably within a few mile radius of W. They have proposed so much more to come, and over the past 5 years conservatively, Fort Lauderdale Beach has been absorbing about 200 units per year. There was such strong demand that the supply really needed to meet it. And that's why a lot of notable names and brands are coming into this market, such as Four Seasons. We have Ritz-Carlton, W, Paramount, like Miami is now building Paramount, Fort Lauderdale. The Gale, like Gale South Beach, is building the Gale Fort Lauderdale. So many exciting things are happening. I know I just mentioned the beach, but Fort Lauderdale as a whole, outside of all this, has $3.5 billion in new development. There's so much coming here on the Intercoastal. They're doing a $750 million expansion to the Galleria Mall. And that'll be a $15 million project where they have those boat slips to accommodate major yachts. They're going to build out a brand new marina. They're also doing an almost $80 million, just short of $80 million, I think, here, redevelopment of the beach, which is another spectacular thing that's coming to the area. I mean, they're going to expand the beaches with natural sand from Lake Okeechobee on the west coast of Florida. They're going to be revamping every single sidewalk. Down there, I like to say they call it Venice Beach. They're starting to nickname it because they have an outdoor basketball courts, gyms right there on the ocean, which is beautiful, a very popular area here. And just to the north of W, where the Four Seasons and Paramount buildings are being built, all the way up to the end of the block, which is Preserve Park by U. Taylor Birch, they're going to be doing all restaurants and shops. The city just approved it. They're starting to nickname it Las Olas Beach. Very similar to a Lincoln Road or Las Olas area, where it's going to be an all pedestrian friendly area with all restaurants, shops, bars, very high-end stuff to accommodate the lifestyle that this whole block is starting to feel like. I mean, they're starting to nickname it jokingly 5-star row. You have the Ritz, W, Four Seasons coming, so a lot of exciting things happening. We're really excited because it supports our value here. To touch on that, and what I really mean by that is we're at $850 a square foot on average. The average right now for Fort Lauderdale Beach is $1,200 a square foot. To put things in perspective a little bit, Four Seasons is actually averaging $1,750 a square foot, more than double what we are. They're only 2 buildings over, I want to say 50 feet away if you were to walk it. So it really supports our value here. I can comfortably say we are the best valued high-rise in the ocean. So I encourage everybody to come here and definitely take a look at it.
I highly recommend for you to schedule an appointment today because the time is now. Their properties are absolutely breathtaking. The views you will see, because we will be having a tour for you so that you can see firsthand, but it's of course nothing like seeing it in person. And I would love to schedule an appointment with you and also with Jason, and
for sure
you'll come and you'll enjoy and experience what it would be like to be here at the W Fort Lauderdale.
Time is really of the essence here. We're in such a high growth market, even relative to Miami and other markets around us. I mean, Fort Lauderdale has really grown tenfold. In 2015, the Ritz-Carlton, just here to the south of us, had a sale for a penthouse for $4.2 million. That was the most expensive condo ever sold in Fort Lauderdale Beach. Now, for Miami Beach, that's more like the norm. Fort Lauderdale Beach never saw those prices. That was shocking, actually. The new norm here at Four Seasons, the average condo is $4.2 million, coincidentally a year later, which is kind of ironic, and that's the average. Our sister project, Auberge, another related project. For those of you who don't know related, the CEO is Stephen Ross, the owner of the Miami Dolphins. They have built over 90,000 condos in South Florida, and their work alone